welcome those of you who have watched the Dolphins maintain their unbeaten start with a come-from-behind 26-23 win at Cincinnati. Dick Enberg with Paul McGuire and Phil Simms at Three Rivers Stadium just underway. This is the second scrimmage play as the Steelers have it 2nd and 5. Steve Avery and Pegram behind quarterback Mike Tomczak. Pegram wiggles free. He's got 10 and more. Gets a block all the way to the 47. Thigpen and Johnson both to the left on first down. Tomczak's first pass is a screen to Pegram to the 50. Terrific running by the former Atlanta Falcon, who has nearly 10 yards more before Junior Seau can bring him down. And here, the San Diego defense. Leslie O'Neal, their leading sackmaster year after year. David Brandon getting a start. Of course, Seau 55, the man to watch. And Terran Shaw, the #1 pick of the Chargers, second-round selection, their first pick at the corner, and has played very well from Stephen F. Austin. Clark and Montroy come in the nickel defense. Clark.
How about 98? Oliver Gibson in the backfield.
And on short yardage, he's the lead blocker. Bam Morris, the ball carrier, and a first down for Pittsburgh at the San Diego 41.
Committing turnovers, something they didn't do last year. Something I thought was critical for him. He's got to feel good about the way he's come out and thrown the football.
On 2nd and 8, a blitz, and Tomczak get out of the interference as Terrence Shaw, the rookie, ran right up the back of Yancey Thigpen.
To Yancey Thigpen, and you'll see the pass interference. They get their feet tangled right there.
The thing about Terrence Shaw, right here, watch what happens. If he just stays along with him, that's okay. But watch him. He pushes him with his hand. When you push the guy down with your hands, it's pass interference.
Pegram. For 4, nearly 5 yards.
In case you wanted to know.
No wonder they're not getting in the end zone. Tomczak has an open Thigpen. First and goal at the 5. A well-designed opening drive for Pittsburgh.
This is just a quick slant. You see Thigpen on the outside on Harper. Right to the inside. Bang. There's no safety help. I don't know where Bo Orlando is. Oh, there he is. He finally showed up and made a tackle.
Mike Tomczak got to a good start again. He recognized the man coverage on the strong side of the formation. He came back to the weak side, saw the one-on-one, and makes a good throw.
Goodyear blimp floating overhead, providing our aerial views for today's game. What an October Sunday this is. Indian summer in the east. The Goodyear blimp, one of America's most enduring corporate images. Pegram. Reverses his field. Now he has some blockers. Great running by Pegram. And he's all the way to the 1-yard line and a flag down. Could be a face mask. And Morris over the top. Touchdown. Oh, Bill Cowher's Steelers were indeed ready for San Diego today. They take the kickoff and march it very impressively for a score.
All right, Oliver Gibson, they just take him out of the play. He's just in motion. He goes away, and then Bam goes right up over the top. The shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line, and that's exactly where they went.
Steelers 7, the Chargers nothing. It took them 6 minutes to score. And the flag down as Means takes the hit from Ray Seals. Last year, 55 sacks to lead the NFL. Big guys up front that don't get much credit. Buckner, Steed, and Seals. The linebackers do. Green and Lloyd, the best pair of sackers in the league last year. Brown has 4.5 already this season. Figures and Bell come in. Williams and Mays are playing the corners. Not Figures and Woodson, who started at the end of the year. Woodson hurt. Figures in an off-season accident. Flipped in the air, intercepted. Willie Williams, one man to beat. Humphries cuts behind Humphries. He's going to go all the way for a touchdown. yards off the deflection. Shannon Mitchell had it bounce off his hands, and Williams with a sizzling return for 6.
It's all set up because Carnell Lake, you'll see him up here coming in the blitz. You'll see the receiver go out in the flat. Stan Humphries reads it, and when he throws it a little too quick and too hard. That's why the ball goes up in the air, and this Pittsburgh team still, even though Ron Woodson's not there, will keep coming after you.
Johnson adds the extra point. The third-year corner from Western Carolina, Willie Williams, with perhaps his biggest moment in the NFL, his first National Football League touchdown, and the Steelers jump out early, 14-0. Starts from inside his 20, and this crowd making it tough to hear. Incomplete, almost another interception for Williams.
I can't believe that Stan Humphries threw this ball where he threw it, because there are 4 guys around the receiver. I mean, why do you want to throw the ball there? Take a look at this pass. Now watch the black shirts in this area, and you're going to get him killed. You know the one thing about it, we do, look at that interception for the touchdown.
Yeah. Under 6 minutes left, opening quarter. Humphries hit as he throws. Kevin Green on his back.
You want to talk about the doors opening up. I mean, Kevin Green virtually wasn't touched. He's on the top of the screen. Take a look at Kevin Green coming down. No one really blocks him. They don't even look at him. I'm trying to grab him.
Isaac Davis was trying to get out there to get him, but he was too slow. You got to remember, Kevin Green, he's a linebacker with good speed. He's going to get around that corner quick. You have to get out there immediately.
Safety blitz, and Alvoid Mays, had he turned, covering Tony Martin, would have had another interception. And Humphries throwing under desperation, and they love the defense. 1-yard return. It's the NFL on NBC.
All on tape.
Tomczak to his tight end, Mark Bruner, the #1 pick of the Steelers in the last draft out of the University of Washington. Orlando makes the tackle right at the 6. Pegram, and Brandon can't bring him down. And finally in the secondary, Bo Orlando stops him just shy of a first down. 10 more yards for Pegram.
They threw Pegram's shoe away.
Here you're going to see this time Pegram's going to come up, and you're going to see Junior right here try to come up, and they do a good job of blocking, and Pegram actually goes in the wrong hole, but makes a good cut, breaks through the tackle. Brandon right there. Should have broken inside, but he's pumped up. Tough today. That's why he broke the tackle, made a good run.
Underneath, incomplete, intercepted. It's going to be another touchdown. This time Alvoid Mays. Oh, my. For Mays, 2 deflections, 2 interceptions, 2 Pittsburgh touchdowns.
You know the amazing part about this, Phil, is how quickly this defensive team becomes an offensive team once they get the ball in their hands. I mean, they just all turn around and block.
These are situations they're used to, Paul. They're used to getting turnovers. San Diego, not a great short ball throwing team because of the pressure of the Steelers. They're really getting away from their game plan, something they haven't done in the past, and Pittsburgh's taking advantage of it.
Convert themselves from defense to offense. Now watch the blocking after the play. Here's the interception by Mays, and then the guys that are put on their backs on the ground. There's one down. There goes another one down. They just convert right back to offense from defense.
To the great Rod Woodson. Andre Coleman, he's going to be busy the way this game's going. They kick again left to the 5. Heading the field on the Chargers. Oh, and he crushed. What a hit by veteran Jerry Olsofsky.
If you can't play on the defense, then I want to play on special teams. Jerry Osofsky, number 55, a great special teams player, but watch Coleman disappear. Into the hole, back out of the hole. Hello. Loving it. Mean stuff. Carnell Lake. We go to New York.
Catchers, they like to throw the ball outside, so that's who they need to throw to the wide receivers.
Fumbled snap, and Humphries covers it. They had brought in Ronnie Harmon in that 3rd and 3.5, but Humphries unable to get the snap, and the Steelers defense disrupting Bobby Ross's offense totally in this first quarter. 2nd and 7. Tomczak going long for Thigpen. That'll be another interference. At the 45 of San Diego. Not even close. Terrence Shaw with a couple of interference calls that anyone that's ever seen a game could have dictated.
Dick, Jerry Stevens here, the head of the officials here.
Pass interference, number 29 of the defense. First down.
Every official threw a flag. I mean, it was like flag day. These guys all wanted to get in on it. I mean, there's just no question. Thigpen downfield. Shaw is there. But look at this. You can't touch him. You can't do that. He's holding his arm. But
well, the Angels and Rangers both trailing sizable scores. Underneath he goes to Avery. Steve Avery, much traveled, and Junior Seau makes the tackle. Avery from northern Michigan. Another first down. Give it to Pegram. And he's all the way to the 22-yard line. Fumbled, and the Chargers think they have it, but I believe it's been ruled down. And that's right at the sticks, close to another first down.
Right here, you're going to see Charles Johnson again, one of those slant patterns. Tomczak with the perfect throw, showing really a good confidence in himself and throwing the ball over middle in traffic.
Tomczak on 3rd and 12, wide open as Pegram, and he fumbles out of bounds. Pittsburgh maintains possession. The ball at the 8, short of the first down. Norm Johnson and the field goal unit comes on for the Steelers. The Cowboys, 25-yard attempt for Johnson. And the Steelers lead 24-0. You're watching the NFL on NBC. Previously, Philadelphia with 21. The Chargers winning that game. They 59 total. Humphries, flag down, throws it away.
Isaac Davis, number 73. Just, you talk about holding. Watch 73 in the offensive line. Here's the holding right here. There's your holding. Get your arm out to the outside. I said that's Steed that he held, not Buckner.
On first down and long. Oh my, almost another for Willie Williams. He's got the taste. He's salivating in that secondary. And 2 interceptions, both for touchdowns. Goes deep to Martin, but behind him has Martin drawing double coverage from Carnell Lake and Willie Williams. 3rd and 20, and Humphries knows they're coming. Gets a good block, and he hit. And Jefferson unable to make the catch, and Humphries is down and holding the right hand. Kevin Green saying, hope you're okay. That doesn't make him feel any better, does it?
Well, Buckner was back there. Lloyd was back there.
When you're a quarterback and you're sprinting out in those type of situations, you got to feel the pressure coming from the backside. Oh, Kevin Green comes through. Oh, and a nice hit by Chad Brown.
$1,000 hit right there. Darren Bennett. Wow. Look at this kick. Wow. Spiral all the way back to the 12-yard line. Hastings. Maybe it was 2-yard kick. Hastings, and Bennett brings him down. We told you he's a tough guy. Australian rules. He couldn't wait to make the hit.
Full speed. Boom.
One of the Three Rivers, the Allegheny, city of Pittsburgh. That's like a postcard. What a shot from Arblet. Second quarter, 7:14 left before halftime. Stan Humphries is back in there, and he goes long. He's got a man, and it's broken out. Tony Martin was the intended receiver. Darren Perry able to come over from free safety to knock it away. 2nd and 10, and Means right into a pile of black. Only a gain of 2. It's 3rd and 8.
But he says, I don't try to change them and will my personality on them.
Carney kicks it off to the end zone, and Ernie Mills is going to take it out. 15. Great. And finally pushed out of bounds. A flag down, another flag down, and Mark Bruner and Rodney Harrison going at it and threw a couple of wild swings. First down, Pegram eludes another tackle. He's done that all half, and out to the 28-yard line he goes. Down the middle, and it's Bruner, the tight end, and he fights for the first down at the 42, and a flag down. Back where Tomczak threw the ball.
Leslie O'Neal is a little upset at it. It may be roughing the passer.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Number 91 of the defense, 15 yards from the end of the run. First down.
That's Leslie O'Neal, number 91. He's going to come in and get him roughing the passer. Here's the blocking. He goes back inside on a little twist inside, and the ball is thrown.
Wow.
And, you know, that, to me, when he pulled off.
And they just do get the play off. Deep to go. Yancey Thigpen. And 15. Scrambles and throws deep. And is it caught? What a catch by Yancey Thigpen. Stole the ball. 25 yards. Took it away from Willie Clark.
I don't know. This might have been pass interference by Willie Clark on the defense because he's not even looking at the ball, but watch Thigpen at the end of this play. You talk about total concentration, and it goes through his arm. He's got his arm locked in there. What a beautiful catch. They were talking about Thigpen and saying what a great year he's having. Well, that's just an example of it.
He's doing today what he's been doing all year.
On Tomczak.
Bruner, the touchdown. He is in. Touchdown.
Well, the Chargers are complaining, but you've got to remember one thing. But Bam Morris, all that ball has to do is cross the plane of the goal line, and once it does, and you're not on the ground, you're fine. Here comes Bam Morris right at you. Now watch what he does at the end of this play. He's going to get hit here, and he gets the ball over the goal line. See, his feet, his knees never hit. Once it breaks the plane, it doesn't have to go into the end zone.
Floating above the city of Pittsburgh, the Goodyear blimp. Goodyear has been providing such aerial views for nearly 30 years. Just an absolutely incredibly beautiful weekend here in the East.
He never quite got over it.
First down for Humphries. Good protection, a wobbly pass, however, that's well over the head of Tony Martin.
I never ran fast enough to pull a hamstring. General manager Bobby Bethel was a defensive back that first year.
Humphries on second down underneath, a drop by Martin. And a punter, and a very good one, I might add. Humphries. Scrambling. Chad Brown has his 5th and a half sack of the season.
There is, when you hear announcers and players say, I got a coverage sack, well, Chad Brown, this is a coverage sack.
That's what it is. Stan Humphries, really wonderful protection. Harry Swain is on Chad Brown, and Chad Brown keeps hustling and is able to get around and make the sack.
San Diego, they only had 107 yards of offense, so they're almost in the minus pool when you throw in the penalty yards.
I'm not stopping.
Humphries down the middle. Papuno, too tall. Nagahila, the Allegheny, and they form the Ohio River outside the Three River Stadium as Carney Mills at the 8. Steam. And finally wrapped up by rookie Mark Montroy, who grew up in Toronto, Canada. 31-yard return and a flag on the play.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Number 96 of the kicking team, 15 yards from the end of the run. First down, timeout.
Meanwhile, Greg Lloyd, after the touchdown by San Diego, you think he doesn't want the Chargers to get anything. Touchdown against San Diego last week. Shut out so far today. Means ball right into the grasp of Brinson Buckner. This one deep down the middle and intercepted by Pittsburgh's Williams again. Another juggle, and they say perhaps he was not down by contact. Now he is at the 38-yard line. Williams has his second pick.
What a play by Willie Williams. Right there, he stays man coverage. There's no help back there. And watch him right here against Sean Jefferson. He sees the in cut. A little too far in front, stays with the ball, and makes another nice catch.
Now the third interception by the Pittsburgh Steelers. First down, San Diego. Means out of one tackle, but not the other, is hit from the backside and cut down by reverse to Martin, and then Martin, a former quarterback in college, throws for me. Incomplete. Good effort by Natron. First and goal to change the complexion of this game. And Means stopped after 2 by Joel Steed, the big nose tackle, 295-pounder. Humphries hit from the backside, and that's the kind where you expect a fumble, but he hangs on to it as Greg Lloyd smothers him.
I'll tell you what, Greg Lloyd just unloaded.
No, but you'll see Greg Lloyd here coming from the outside, and Vaughn Parker, the left tackle, for some reason waits too long to get out there to block him, and Greg Lloyd comes in untouched.
Third and goal at the 10. Humphries throws it through the end zone. Sean Jefferson was the closest white jersey. Now do you go for the 3? Yes. Chargers get only 3. Carney to Mills at the 6. Look who's on the special teams. Ronnie Harmon makes the tackle.
He's ready for the game.
Screen, and Pegram runs right by the tackler and gets more all the way out to the 42-yard line. It appeared that the Chargers had that one well read and zeroing in on Pegram, a Charger tackler, and he ran right by him. 17.
Glenn Young is the guy that commits himself to the inside, number 59, the linebacker. Watch what he does. He's going to sacrifice a position right there to go around the block, and when you do that, you're going to miss the play.
That's right. A good call by the Steelers right there.
So Tomczak goes to his tight end, Blitzburgh, and makes it back 12 yards to the tight end. Lewis Bush makes the tackle. Direct snap to Pegram, and he ran into his own man and still made big yardage in a first down. There he goes again, wearing Rocky Blyer's old number 20, down to the 31-yard line.
They're playing it safe.
On second down, Humphries throws long, wide open, it's Martin. He drops the touchdown pass.
What a play by Stan Humphries.
Look at that. You see Lloyd in the backfield. So Lloyd's got it, and then you stop.
Third down. That's going to be intercepted. No, it isn't. Chad Brown had it, but knocked away as the Chargers alertly.
The field seems to be all right.
6.5 minutes remain. Humphries to the sidelines, intercepted. Another one. And this one wasn't the receiver. It's called Alvoid Mays. He and Williams, the two corners, a brace apiece. And Morris breaks a tackle in the backfield. And Bam, after running through the hit by Sean Lee, goes all the way out to the 49 of San Diego. And Morris sticking his head in there and picks up the first down, a couple of yard gain to the 47, and the clock continues.
Oh, I would have never dropped it.
From the 32, underneath he goes. Papunu, who takes quite a sock from Carnell Lake. Chargers without a timeout, so they go to the hurry up, trailing by 15 points. 1:42, 1:41 remaining. Junior Seau injured in the first half, hamstring injury. He has not played the second half. Humphries drilled again. This time Ray Seals has the sack.
Stand back there long enough, I'm going to nail you.
Third sack for Pittsburgh today. They had 55 last year against the League. Intercepted. Dion Figures had that one thrown right into his belly. For touchdown, San Diego's last hope here, 4th and 14. Humphries to Harmon, but that won't be enough for the first down as Carnell Lake rejects him out of bounds, and Pittsburgh takes over on downs in San Diego territory. Plays very solidly today and held by that Blitzburgh defense. Bill Cowher's team goes to 3-2. San Diego with a loss, 3 wins and 2 defeats. One coach commiserating. He was much happier in January, Bobby Ross. He was on his way to the Super Bowl after a win here in Pittsburgh. Final score, Steelers 31, San Diego 16 for Phil Simms and Paul McGuire. Dick Enberg at Three Rivers Stadium. Stay with us. We're going on. More NFL action follows these words.